And we are back. Couch Company Podcast. I'm John. With me as always, Tyler.
Hello.
What's up?
Again.
Again.
We're here again.
We are here again.
Nothing's up. I'm in Florida right now.
You are in Florida.
Yeah.
How is Florida? Is it doing well?
Boy, I hope I don't jinx it, but yes, Florida seems real temperate and nice right now.
I haven't been to Florida in years.
It's fine.
Yeah, I like Florida. I mean, usually I go to Disney or whatever when I go there.
We're going to Universal.
Yeah, that's Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. We're gonna get a couple.
You don't like Harry Potter though.
Pictures. Harry Potter's fine. I get in the Harry Potter spirit at Universal. I kind of.
They do a good job.
They do. I want some merch. I'll come home with something.
You think so?
Something yellow. Yeah.
Something yellow.
Yeah.
You freaking
Whatever. I'm a little
Hufflepuff.
worried. I'm a little worried on what Penny's gonna end up.
I think it's gonna be fine, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about House.
House. Yeah.
Yeah, too early for that.
Yep.
She's got to be what, like 12?
Yeah. I think here's my thing. I think you need to read the first book to actually do that,
Yeah.
which I have not. So maybe I don't. I don't have a house.
So
yeah. I feel like that's fair for a kid. I missed the Harry Potter boat. I feel like I'm kind of grandfathered in because I'm just old. That's how grandfathering works. You know.
By definition, you're not grandfathered.
Yes. But she can crawl now, so
Yes.
what we are going to do is get all the Pokemons out, and we'll see where she goes. Question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think it should be a one and done, or should it be best of 3?
I think you have to play the first game. I think you have to play the game. I think that's a moot point.
You have to play the Pokemon game first. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
You can't judge it off what she crawls to. I mean, that's just pure design, which is maybe what you'll pick in the Pokemon game. I think a lot of people probably did that, but you might hate it. I mean, you might hate it and go back and repick a starter.
I will say that all of the Pokemon that we have, they're all the big plush sleeping ones. So they're about as even and equal. Like, it's really just the colors that are different. Pikachu might has maybe a little
So what is it? Pikachu, Charmander,
Bulbasaur, and Squirtle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you gotta play the game or watch the show or something. You need some. I think it's the same idea as your Harry Potter idea. You need some context.
Yeah. Okay.
Without that, it's just what do I like to look at? Which is, hey, if that's what you're asking, go for it.
Well,
but
it's either going to
more.
be like either Chelsea's going to post on social media.
Yeah.
Because she picked Charmander. I'm going to post on social media because she picked Squirtle. Or we're posting hey, anyone looking for a good home for a child if she picks like Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
You know?
No, and then that's fun and fine, but I mean, you can't trap her into that choice forever.
Oh, I think we could. If
just gaslight her into
we're parents. We can. That's literally our job.
That's sad.
Well,
that's very sad.
Look,
I will be the one to. I am Morpheus.
That's fine.
I will give her the red pill.
You're gonna come with some weird. Here's Slowking.
Here's Meowth.
Yeah.
Slowking, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, if she was a slow bro, join the slow bros, man. Let's go.
Chelsea's big on Cubone.
You're big on Cubone. It's a top 5.
I think it's top 5.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
barely made 5.
Whatever.
Because you cried like a little
little
guy.
Like a little Cubone.
Like a little Cubone, yeah. Well, my mom is on my face.
Yikes.
That is a messed up story for a
is.
Pokemon.
It is.
There's a Blastoise right there, looking sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, blue version. Anyways, we got a special one for you today.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pokemon, speaking of Universal, adjacent,
getting there.
Disney,
big
adjacent.
Yep.
Marvel.
Yes.
Marvel is owned by Disney.
Yes.
Disney is owned by somebody. We are somebody, and we're going to talk Marvel movies today.
Solid. Yes.
So there was a couple years ago, Tyler watched all the Marvel movies.
Back when they were 26.
Yes. And he was real into them. They were watching them every night. This was before they had a kid and had free time.
Oh my gosh. That would sound...
And, when he would complain every week about how he doesn't know what to do with his free time.
Yeah. Literally. I'm
now
so bored.
He wants to punch that Tyler in the face.
Oh my gosh. I want to strangle him.
And he ranked them all. So Tyler knows what he's coming to play with here. I'm the wild card where I have a list up and I'm going to whimsically choose what speaks to me. I've seen all of them. Not all of them. I've seen the Infinity Saga, which is really what we're talking about today, I would be very shocked if anything else makes it in. Mostly because we haven't either watched it.
Actually, maybe not. I don't know.
Okay.
So there are some. I have seen a few movies past whatever the third one was.
Infinity
Forever.
Infinity Forever. Infinite Nikki.
The Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was the last movie that I watched.
Yes.
Spoiler. That is my least favorite Marvel movie I've ever watched.
Wow.
And that solidified me stopping watching Marvel movies.
Yeah, it killed it.
So
that's wild.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, audience. If there's a one of your favorites is a newer one, probably not going to make the list.
Yes.
So let's get into it. Do you want to volley first? How do you want to do this?
I mean, I have.
You have them,
ranked,
so I should maybe I just start spitballing here, and you tell me, and then you reveal where it's at on your list.
I could do that.
The first Iron Man kicked it off.
Yeah,
and that's a great movie. And it's a great movie not just because, like, I think a lot of these, as we'll talk through, are great movies in the context of the wider narrative. This is really just like, start to finish, it could be its own thing. It could have stopped right there, and that would have been a great movie.
Yes,
which it is. So for me, I would strongly consider Iron Man to be top 5.
It's going to be on the top 5 list.
Okay,
it has, so I have it at 4 currently on my list.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yep.
We go to Incredible Hulk. Terrible garbage. This is Ed Norton. So bad they replaced him.
Well, he did not come back.
He didn't come back. I know.
Yeah,
but I don't even remember like the plot of this movie.
It was not super great.
Yeah.
However, I think they did a lot of things right, and I didn't particularly hate it. I don't want to say it was like a terrible movie. I just think that it was like, okay, like they didn't really find what they wanted the Hulk to be. Just
yeah. I think a lot of these early iterations, it took them a while to find. Yes. Like we'll talk 100%. About Thor,
exactly,
in a minute, but. Yeah, that one weaker in terms of the context of the MCU.
So we did not include Incredible Hulk in our 26 movies.
Why?
It just wasn't like it when we were going through. I forget which way we did it. I think it was like chronological or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was either in there or not in there. Or we're just like, it's fine because like we had just watched it or something. So I don't have it on my list, but I would say it's probably like lower third.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So then we get to Iron Man 2,
yep.
Which I think was fine. You introduce ScarJo, which is cool, and Fury, right? I don't even remember who the bad guy is. The guy with the whips. Yep. I don't know. There were some iconic scenes in that movie. You get the new Rhodey as well, which I think we talked about this. I think maybe a step down from the original.
I like Don Cheadle, but
I do too. But
it's kind of
not even bad. Maybe a side grade, but I would not put this in my top 5 personally. Although I don't think it's bad.
This was one of my shockers going through all the movies again. Right, so I remember liking Iron Man 2 a whole lot.
Okay,
and I remember not liking Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Turns out after rewatching, Iron Man 2 I have at 20.
Wow.
Out of 26.
Okay.
Iron Man 3, I put it 8.
That is shocking.
It's crazy.
I remember Iron Man 3 being bad.
I remember really not liking
with
Iron
all the
Man
suits
3.
And just cringe.
Yep. And then rewatching
what was it about Iron Man 3?
I wish I could tell you. It was just like rewatching it, sitting there on the couch and just kind of like I guess maybe it was like my expectations of like, man, I really hated this movie.
Yeah,
and then like, oh, you know what? Actually, the dialogue's pretty good. Oh, okay. Actually, it's not too bad. Like
even the little kid.
I think the kid was fine. I think the kid actually, like, especially when you look at it in like the larger scale of like,
shows up at the funeral.
He gets a daughter. It's like, okay,
nobody knows who he is at the end.
Was he at the funeral?
I missed that. That's who everyone was like, who is this kid?
Oh, I missed that.
It's like, that's the kid from Iron Man 3.
But again, you get kind of like that's kind of cool. Like you see when he has a daughter. I don't know.
I mean, I think they really leaned into that PTSD kind of thing, which I think it's a good arc, but kind of forced. Like the kid and the stuff with his daughter's great.
Yeah.
That seemed more natural, but I don't know. I digress.
I have it on 8. So
original Thor.
Yeah.
Not great.
I thought the original Thor was actually kind of good.
I thought it was fine.
I have it like mid tier. I have it at 14.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I think we'll talk about the progression of Thor. I think the serious Thor just didn't really work very well. Now, is it the weakest Thor movie? Definitely not. But in terms of we're talking top 5. I don't think it's in consideration for that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Something that might be Captain America: First Avenger. The Captain America movies, I am very high on all of them. This is a lot of people's favorite. I wouldn't put it as my favorite Captain America, but it's a strong one. I would, depending on how high it is for you, I would entertain
18.
Wow.
18
okay.
for me. Yeah.
You didn't like it?
No, I like Thor more by 4 spots. Yeah.
We'll move on. That's wrong.
Not bad.
No, that's
not bad.
wrong.
It's good.
No, it's wrong.
Well, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Captain America movie is great.
It's good. Yeah.
All right. What about the Avengers? The first one.
Avengers. Here, is it called just Avengers? Yeah, the Avengers. I have it 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, pure nostalgia. This is I would consider for top 5 because as I mentioned to you, one of the most significant moments of my movie watching experiences was that first time I sat down, and that really got me into the MCU. And I think a lot of other people where it's like, wow, they can do this. They can pull everyone in.
Yeah.
Like crossovers aren't new, especially in the comic book world, but like on the big screen, it was the right place, right time. I think that was just something special. Yeah. And I just have very fond memories of that movie. I think the banter's great in that movie. I still remember some of those one-liners between like Tony and Cap. I think it just works really well.
It should be noted that like when I have it lower, like that stuff, I very much enjoyed from like 1 to 20.
Sure.
And then once you get like the last 6 movies here, those I actually go into. I actively dislike these and will never watch them again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
so a no from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you love it, by all means.
I do, but we have a lot to get through,
Sure.
so let's put a pin in that. Maybe a loose pin.
Sure.
Iron Man 3 we talked about. I don't think that's going to get there.
8. It's up. It cracks top.
It's up there for you, but
yeah.
not really for me. Thor: The Dark World's terrible.
Dark World is my second worst one.
Okay, so even on rewatch, that was bad.
I will never. That was my least favorite movie until. Well, not to skip ahead, but Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
That is my least favorite.
Yeah, so we won't touch that.
Yeah.
Let's go to Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This is a great one. The Hydra twist. I love that idea of like sleeper agents and stuff, and like it's all corrupt, and the whole Bucky thing gets introduced, which is cool.
I think
it's good.
I think it's better than the first Captain America.
I agree.
By one spot. So I have it at 17.
So you don't like any of the Captain America movies?
No, I do. I think the third one is really when they kind of...
Which one's that?
Civil War.
Oh, great. Okay, good.
I got
on the same
you.
page. We're on the same page. Let's go to Guardians of the Galaxy then. A lot of people are going to be upset about your take with Winter Soldier, though. That's some people's favorite.
Sure. Hey, look, if I say it's between 1 and 20, that means I enjoy the movie.
But we're talking favorite in like 20.
Well, I think you'll find a theme. Maybe.
Guardians of the Galaxy is great. I like Guardians of the Galaxy a lot.
It's third for me.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy is one of those movies where it's like nobody knew what Guardians of the Galaxy was.
Yes.
Some people did.
The big time fans, but most
I had
people.
no clue.
Yeah.
You go to the theater and you come out of it just like that was a kick-ass movie.
It's kind of like Iron Man.
100%.
Nobody knew who Iron Man was really.
Well, sure. But
I mean, maybe if you watch the cartoons or obviously
I got an Iron Man book from the library from my mom. But yeah, like
Iron Man is mainstream now.
But you could, if you saw Iron Man, I still maybe
I don't know if I would because I was never really a Marvel guy.
And I guess it's so mainstream now that like it's hard to
put your mind back in the day. I don't think I would have personally. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit again because I wasn't a Marvel guy. But it's like
Guardians for sure. Yeah. I never even heard of it before.
Right. And that's a better example.
Great casting, great writing, great. Like it was just like funny. It was funny. Yeah, it was really, really
Chris
good.
Pratt's amazing. Just whimsical.
Yep.
Whimsical? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
It is a great time. Yeah, and that's one you could just watch on repeat. Just have a great soundtrack.
Yep.
I love how that they really tie that to the character of that time period music. 70s, 80s?
Yeah.
I think it was like hair band stuff, right?
And now he's directing all the DC stuff. So, hey, fingers
James
crossed.
Gunn. Yeah, true. Okay, I mean, I would. What do we got? 2 in there right now? If we put it in,
Iron Man and
maybe
Guardians.
tentative.
Yeah.
Avengers: Age of Ultron. I like the first one better. I do like this one though.
I actually like this more than the Avengers. So I put this. I have this at 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know. I think it kind of starts introducing that kind of split moral quandary with what they want to do with the AI and stuff or whatever. And
is it David Spader or James Spader?
I don't know. Yeah. Something.
He's from the Blacklist, but
yes.
What a great
yeah
voice acting for him. Like he just did such a good job that Ultron was like legitimately kind
of
like
he's a good
creepy.
villain. Yeah. I think he doesn't get enough credit because Marvel villains are generally like the weakest part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ultron, good villain.
Yep.
So I agree with that. Doesn't sound like it's going to get to top 5, but I'm
13,
putting respect on its name.
Yep.
Ant-Man is not a good movie.
Ant-Man I have right above Thor: The Dark World. It is in my list of movies that I will never watch again.
Paul Rudd is great.
Yep. But not in his own
But he
movie.
can't carry it. Even he can't carry it. It's just not, I don't even know what it is about it specifically. Just doesn't land.
Nope.
All right, now we get into the big boy. Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Is my favorite Marvel movie.
Okay.
I have watched it the most.
All right.
I love this movie.
Yep.
It is like an Avengers movie, but perfect scale. It's not too big where you have to get everyone in. It's like, here are the people we actually care about.
First time you see Spider-Man.
First time you see Spider-Man, which is genius. The battle between Tony and Cap, like the politics and stuff, it's just all great.
Yeah.
The plot twists, maybe the best villain, one of the best villains, I should say. Not the best, but one of the best. What's his name? Zemo.
Yeah.
I thought it was clever. It's like they have you going in one direction. Oh, he's going to get all the super. He's like, no, dude, he's not. He hates you guys.
Yeah.
And then what? How do you defeat a god? You get another god to kill him. Smart.
It was
smart
a
guy.
little more cerebral. Yeah, I'll give you that. Like,
was what?
A little more cerebral, like a little bit more like,
I thought it made a lot of sense and it ties in what happened in Ultron. It's like, a guy who lost it all, who has the expertise to do this.
Yeah.
I really like him as a villain.
So I have it at 6. We'll put it on the list and
I think it's got to be there for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Where it's going to be, I don't know, but it's got to be there for me. Then we get into Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I do like Doctor Strange.
I remember not liking it and then rewatching it. I actually have it at 10. Like I was like,
top 10. It's a good origin story, and I think he's great at embodying that role.
Yep.
Cumberbatch. And Benedict. And not much more to say about it. I think it's a solid one.
Yep.
It's not going to make the list, but yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. So did you like the first one more?
Very much so.
Oh, interesting.
Guardians I have at 9. So it's still in my top 10.
Guardians is 9.
No, Guardians
2 is 9.
Is 3. 2 is 9. Yeah.
I go back and forth on which one I like more. I actually like 2 a lot more than most people do. But I'm okay with that because I have them pretty close. So if we have to go with one. Spider-Man Homecoming.
That is my second favorite Marvel movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Did not expect that.
Homecoming. Homecoming does everything right because
which one is this? This is
the first one.
But who's the villain? Vulture?
Michael Keaton. Yeah.
Michael Keaton is good.
It's finally
Michael Keaton is good.
Finally, it's like, hey, we're not just gonna kill the villain.
Yeah.
It's, hey, there's some redemption there. There's some like it was so he was so good. It was
great.
It was pulled into the story so well. Tom Holland's struggling with like just normal kid stuff, and it's not like an Andrew Garfield situation where it's just like
maybe
it's
the
so
most
good.
accurate Spider-Man we've seen.
His buddy in the chair, Zendaya's really good. It's just like it has everything, and the comedy is spot on without being too cringy. And it's just like, man, what a like. I think it's one of the perfect Marvel movies.
Wow. Whew, we're filling the list up fast then.
We are, yeah.
So we got 4.
Yep.
Dude, we're gonna run out of room. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
so
no,
we're gonna have some
we'll be
decisions
talking.
to make.
Yeah.
We got Ragnarok. This is a big one.
So that's my number 1 Marvel movie.
I mean, we talk about
this. It's depending on the day you talk to me.
Yeah.
It's between this and Spider-Man: Homecoming is my favorite Marvel movie.
I love Ragnarok as well.
This is when they found out how to do Thor.
They found out, but then they went too far after.
Yes, so
they went off the cliff. This was the peak, and then they jumped up like the Price is Right
got
game.
Your Jeff Goldblum. You got like it was.
Jeff
it was like
Goldblum's
what the heck was this
masterpiece?
Yeah, it's like no one. It looked bad.
It
like
did.
In the previous, it's like what is this? And then
it was
you
like
watch it and you're just like holy
falling
cow.
with style.
Yep.
It was awesome.
It never crossed a line that was like just too much. Like it was always just like, okay, I don't know how you're pulling this off, but you're doing it. Yeah.
I would say definitely I don't have it as high as you, of course, but a good movie.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Yeah. Yeah. I have this at 19.
Yeah, I think middle of the road is pretty good. I think this is one of the most overhyped movies.
When you look at the
Not
CGI
bad.
and just kind of like the end third or quarter of the movie, and it's just really, really rough.
Yeah.
Like really, like it's like you have Disney and Marvel doing this. You have all this money, and it's just like, man, where did that money go? Like it's real bad.
I like Black Panther himself.
Yep.
Great.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's true. Sad. The villain in that, Killmonger, is good as well. That's Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
I actually really liked him in that.
I liked Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I wasn't like
the narrative though.
It
wasn't the strongest narrative, but I think the performances were good. The middle of the road seems fair. Then we go into Avengers: Infinity War.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, this has got to be a top 5.
It is my 5.
It's got to be a top 5. Thanos is the best villain in this entire thing.
Yep.
This is his movie. I mean, this is the first time we see a villain take over the movie, man. This is like akin to a Darth Vader just taking over. A Michael Jordan just taking You know what I'm saying? But he just stole the show. And
Josh Brolin is
watching
brilliant.
This in theaters, seeing the end, very Empire Strikes Back-esque of like, dude, what just happened? What's going to happen next? Yep. How are they going to come back from this? Great.
Yeah.
Great. Thanos is maybe one of the best villains of all time.
He is up there.
That version of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is garbage.
Yep. That's in been on 22.
Then we get Captain Marvel.
I have that 23.
Which is also garbage, in my opinion.
Yes.
Then we get Avengers Endgame.
Slightly higher. I have that at 15. I think Infinity War is better than Endgame.
Infinity War is better objectively than Endgame, but Endgame capping off this monumental saga of our lives has that nostalgia for me as well, and I would flirt with it in the top 5.
For every great scene in that, there's a cringy or like ham-fisted scene,
fair.
And it's just it spends too much time. Like you're losing the movie.
Yeah.
To just kind of have a swan song for everyone.
Yeah, you could have been a little bit more efficient, but the way it ends, I don't know if I could have ended it better.
No, you needed that ending.
Yeah.
Like it was well done. But
I'm glad they went there.
When you're looking at movie versus ending, that it's like a Lord of the Rings situation. Well, it's not true, but they spent more time doing the funeral. They spent more time doing that. Like it was just like, again, I get it, and it was good in the moment.
Yeah.
But going and watching it again.
But you needed that.
Yes.
You needed that.
You needed that in the theater.
Yeah.
When you rewatch these, Infinity War is much more engaging and like.
Oh, yeah. Like well, look, even in the theater, I think Infinity War was better. But this is up there for me. But if it's not up there for you, I'm not going to belabor the point.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything past that point that makes your list?
So you hit my top 5. I would say some surprises from me. Shang-Chi. I had it number 7.
Get the fuck out of here.
Crazy, right?
That is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. I haven't seen it though. Maybe it's great. I don't know.
No, I was shocked at like the choreographed stuff and like the fights. It was like, hey, this is actually really good. And I thought this was gonna like really be bad.
Yeah.
Like we almost didn't watch it. That's how like convinced I was. I'm like, there's no point in doing this. But we were like, well, we're purists. We have to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I watched it. I'm like, yep, that's like
awesome.
7.
Sure.
Yeah. But honestly, I think we did everything else. I think the other two. So I'm surprised you haven't talked about the Spider-Man movies. So No Way Home didn't do it for you. The whole like
No Way Home was awesome.
Yeah,
so awesome.
I have Far From Home and then No Way Home from
both great
11
actually.
and
Yeah,
12.
it's a great point.
Yeah.
So Jake Gyllenhaal in Far From Home or whatever.
I thought he was
good.
awesome.
Yeah,
I think he was a great villain.
Mysterio.
Yeah. Mysterio?
What's his name?
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Yeah.
Mosquito.
Mosquito?
Mysterio. Yeah, he was good. And I mean, what they did with No Way Home, that's a once in a lifetime, dude. It's a lot of nostalgia. Didn't think it would be possible, so that was really cool. I don't know if it breaks my top 5 because, like, if you're looking at it just like objectively as a movie, it's probably not as good as like all this hype around it.
Hey, look what we have.
Yeah, it's really just that, which is awesome, and I'm so glad that happened, and it has a special place in my heart. But
that just
you only get 5 spots. I don't know.
Like honestly, I think Andrew Garfield stole that. Like that entire movie.
Oh wow!
Like that's my 2
cents. Tobey
cents.
Maguire's my guy, dude.
Sure, but
till I die,
when you have Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, like Andrew Garfield like acted circles around him, like not even close.
But
so
Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man.
My favorite Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield.
You're wrong.
Yeah. My favorite Spider-Man movie is Amazing Spider-Man 2.
More than the
Homecoming,
Spider-Verse?
and then I like the
Spider-Verse movies.
Spider-Verse are good, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think if you're going old school,
what
if
about
you're not
compared to the
Homecoming,
game?
Like what do you mean?
I think the best Spider-Man in any platform is the game version of him.
Oh no, I think I love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I truly love him. I love Tom Holland too, and I think Tom Holland has the better movies.
Yeah,
but Andrew Garfield,
the thing that always
is a guy
killed me about Andrew Garfield is that he was too cool to be Spider-Man. He's way too
so
cool.
He wasn't dorky. But
though.
When you're looking at him in the Spider-Man, was it No Way Home or whatever? He was so like vulnerable and goofy and quirky and stuff. Like
I'm talking about Amazing Spider-Man, man. He's like the coolest guy.
Well, look, I'm not saying
like,
that
he's
was
doing
maybe
all
directed
these things.
the right way.
To me, that's not the point of Spider-Man. Spider-Man's supposed to be someone who's a nerd,
sure,
antisocial.
But you got to think about it this way: when we left, your boy, he had like slicked black hair and was all emo and whatnot. And then you go to Amazing Spider-Man, and here's the reboot.
Yeah.
And he has his web shooters that he makes, which is very comic. You see little puffs of smoke as he's doing it.
Yeah, sure.
You see him.
They also address that in,
which is awesome.
Which is like that comes out of your what?
Yeah.
You guys can't do this. Yeah, it is funny.
He's also way more like talkative and jokey and different things like that. And I think largely Andrew Garfield embodied Spider-Man in a very good way. That's my 2 cents.
Hey, all 3 of them did a great job.
Yeah, which is why they
Tobey Maguire is my guy.
If I was going to put money on it, I bet you we see another Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Oh well, maybe.
But yeah, so that's really it. Shang-Chi was my only like really like shocker,
yeah.
And then Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is a
Did you hate the
horrible
Guardians
movie.
of the Galaxy 3?
It's weird because I did watch it, but I guess I never put it on this list.
Oh, we didn't talk about Deadpool and Wolverine, dude.
Again,
that's a good movie.
Top 5 though?
No, but that was a funny movie.
I would put that probably around 12 for me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think that probably makes sense. Maybe top 10, maybe
middle
sneak into top 10.
Middle of the road for me. Because in all honesty, like I like the other Deadpool movies more.
I did too. But this was still great. And I think Hugh still has it, dude. He's
great. He's great. Good last hurrah.
I mean, he's good. Yeah. I mean, you thought Logan was it, and then they just make fun of that, and
yeah,
it was good. Yeah. They knew what they were doing. But yeah, I think it kind of gets like a little bit Thor-ish in terms of like, are you doing too much?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
All right, we have. I'll try to mix these up so you don't know my thing. We have Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, I don't want to like just list them. Yeah. Avengers Infinity War, Iron Man, Captain America Civil War, Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Okay.
It's a lot of good ones.
I'm going to pick 2 that are non-negotiable.
All right.
I think Civil War is non-negotiable for me.
Okay.
And I think Infinity War is non-negotiable for me. Yeah. Infinity War is non-negotiable.
I mean, by that logic,
Yeah.
then my two non-negotiables is Thor and Spider-Man.
Which concerns
Which means
me.
Iron Man and Guardians are the two that
I
would be
would
on the
kick
chopping
Guardians
block.
out.
Yeah.
Guardians should go above Spider-Man for sure. For sure, in my opinion. But if you're dying on Spider-Man, Guardians has to go. You can't.
I think
like OG Iron Man has to make it.
I think Spider-Man's a perfect movie, but I also think Guardians is
Perfect movie.
Yeah, it's a Spider-Man movie. I think it's a perfect movie.
Yeah, all right.
I really do.
I think that's fair. I have two non-negotiables. You have two non-negotiables. And figure out the last piece.
Oh, no, everything's negotiable.
You don't like this.
Everything's negotiable,
All right,
man.
give me a counter offer.
Um,
Which one do we kick? Civil War, my favorite, or Infinity War, the best?
I don't think Infinity War is the best.
It is.
It's in my top 5.
It is the
and
best.
I put Infinity War above Civil War.
It's the best.
So you just don't like Spider-Man is really what's
I love
coming down.
Spider-Man, but it's
Homecoming.
not. It's not Tobey Maguire. No, I'm fine with it. I gave you my opinion. Out of all of those, Guardians is out.
Is there a world where we don't have Iron Man on this list?
no. That's what I'm saying. It's an easy Guardians if those are your two locks.
To get rid of Guardians, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, what would you get rid of? Infinity War or Cap? I guess Cap, right?
So
Civil War?
on my list, I have Infinity War higher by 1. It's
Yeah,
5 and
right,
6.
right,
Like
right.
they're next to each other.
So Captain America's the one that's outside looking in.
Technically, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, we're close. We're close to your top 5.
I mean, all of these are literally like 1 through 6. Like
Interesting. Oh, wow.
that's
So we just hit
very,
it.
very simple.
Yeah.
So like that's just me being selfish of like, okay, like what do I need to pull down to bring?
Well, like what are you thinking? Talk me through it.
Well, the thing is, you're telling me to, and it's not bad. I mean, we're fighting for our own things.
I'm telling you to boot whatever Guardians is, which is what, 3?
3.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, like it literally goes 1, 2, 3, and I gotta boot one of those. Like that's the thing that kills me.
Well, I have to boot something.
Sure, Iron Man.
I get.
What are your top 3?
Civil War, Infinity War. I don't know, maybe Ragnarok or something.
Is Guardians in your top 5?
Yeah.
Is Spider-Man: Homecoming in your top 5?
No.
So Spider-Man is kind of the
Spider-Man.
odd man out,
Yeah,
and
Spider-Man would be
yeah.
odd man out because I just hate Spider-Man.
Oh man,
He'd be my top 10. He'd be my top 10. But like Spider-Man doesn't come to mind when I'm thinking top 5 MCU movies. Spider-Man isn't the first thing on my head there.
Spider-Man was that right after Endgame?
That was
Or is
after
his
Guardians of the
second one?
Galaxy Volume 2. Oh, that's Homecoming. Excuse me. Yeah, Homecoming is the first Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, after
Okay,
Guardians
so
of the Galaxy
so
Volume
he's
2.
okay, yeah.
And then
So-
Thor Ragnarok follows that up.
yeah,
So your
It's- yeah.
1-2 is right there.
Yeah.
2017 was a good year for you.
yeah.
But we also get Infinity War
Here's
next
my thing,
year.
man. Like Iron Man is kind of like it's good.
It's good. It's good standalone.
It's good. I mean, is Iron Man? But that ending's so good.
Yeah.
With
I'm Iron Man.
yeah.
Legendary. It's just the reason I respect it so much is not only did it start the whole thing, it's just on its own great movie.
But I think all
Guardians
of these
is
are.
also
I think
on its
all
own
of
great
these are.
movie. So we're really talking.
If it was me, I would get rid of Iron Man.
I don't know if. Do you think Infinity War is great on its own, or do you need that context?
Infinity War, I agree. It would not be great on
wouldn't
its
be
own.
as good.
And,
But-
like, honestly, Infinity War and Civil War. But you seem to really like both of those.
Well, yeah, you know me. I'm like the NPC. I like when everyone comes together and you know.
But so am I. I'm the Ocean's 11 guy. Like, oh, gotta
Yeah,
get a
you
team
are,
together.
which is I'm
Like,
surprised, man.
It's number
it doesn't,
5.
doesn't get more Ocean's 11
yeah.
than
It's number
Civil
5.
War.
It's number 5.
I'm
It's a
just
very
saying.
good one. Of
I'm
those.
just saying. Oh, you're struggling over there.
I
I'm
am
cool. I'm
struggling.
cool as a cucumber.
Well, okay, so
My first thought was Guardians, but I maybe could get talked into
so
Iron
you
Man
like
off the list.
Iron Man more than Guardians. Respect
I
aside,
don't think so, actually.
I don't.
I don't either, but
I think
the respect factor.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna watch, if
respect
I'm gonna
factor.
sit down and watch a Marvel movie,
I think it's going to be Guardians.
if it's Guardians
All
and
right,
Iron Man are both on,
dude.
I'm
kick Iron Man. Get him out of here. That guy sucks. That guy's trash.
So we would have Civil War,
Yep.
Infinity War,
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Homecoming, Ragnarok. Okay. Now, so Spider-Man 5. I'll give you.
You'll give me that?
We'll put that right
Done.
down. We'll put that right there.
You gave
That's
away the
easy.
store.
Fine.
You
That's
gave
fine.
it away.
That's fine. You put Iron Man like we're negotiating.
Ragnarok 4.
Just
kidding, I'm kidding.
Right there.
Uh,
Civil War is your favorite.
Civil War is my personal favorite. Objectively, I understand that it's not going to be.
What if we
number
did
one.
Infinity War as 4?
That's tough. I think objectively, Infinity War is the best. So it's like
The best Marvel movie.
I think, dude, it's just got everything. It's got everything going on.
Oh,
All the guys.
that's a tough. But it's,
so
it's
Infinity
our
War
thing.
4,
It's not,
and then
yeah,
it's like, okay, then what after that?
how much you like Ragnarok? Tell you what.
So Infinity War 4,
let me throw this out.
and then
I would say
what do we
Infinity
have
War
left?
4,
Yeah,
Guardians 3,
yeah.
Ragnarok 2, and I would give you
You
Civil
would
War.
give me it?
I would give you Civil War.
Man,
And
I don't know.
The
dude.
only reason is because
I don't know how I feel about
Spider-Man kind of sneaks up there. I think Thor Ragnarok is a better movie than Civil War.
I
think
would
it's
put
I shouldn't say
Thor-
better. It's more entertaining. I think you have like some interesting stuff, but when you look at Ragnarok and just like the quirky, funny, like what the heck is happening,
Yeah.
type of thing, and like all the different characters and this like like piss off ghost, like just like
that.
dumb things.
Yeah, it's funny. It's just a
Civil
funny
War
movie.
is very like
It's the opposite of that.
yeah.
It's very. I don't know. The story of Civil War, dude, is great.
Yep. But
And
then
the whole dude, when Tony turns to him, he's like, he killed my mom.
yeah.
I mean, that hits me every time.
Yep.
And that's just like a checkmate moment where it's like, all right, they're going to fight. Like,
Yep.
what are you going to do? How do you respond to that?
But it's this thing in Thor Dark World suffered from this, where it's like, okay, it's like this really serious thing, and then they can't help but sprinkle in like the Marvel humor here and there. And
Yeah,
it's
but
a
it's
very
like,
kinda,
dude, when you pull Paul Rudd out of a van, I forgive you for that. It's funny.
yeah. But what I'm saying is like that all is in this movie, where
Yeah.
it's like they're like fighting
They
Spider-Man.
weave it though
and-
well.
and
They
joking.
weave it though well.
They weave it fairly.
And I
good.
think the humor
Well.
comes from where you would expect it to come from. Spider-Man, Ant-Man.
Ragnarok,
like that's
says,
good.
"What if it's just all humor all the
Look,
time?"
I like Ragnarok a lot. It would
Yeah.
be in my top 5 personally. And
Yeah.
if that's one, I wouldn't bat an eye at it.
I think that's what we're talking about. I think it's Civil War, Ragnarok would be the 1 or 2 slots, and
Yeah.
then Guardians at 3.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So how strongly do you feel about Ragnarok being 1?
Well, let me put it this way: Ragnarok is my number 1.
Yes.
Civil War is my number 6. Doesn't even crack my top 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that logic makes sense.
that's just where I'm at. Personally.
Mathematically, we should put Ragnarok at number 1.
Where would it be in your list?
Top 5.
Yeah, but humor me.
I don't know, like maybe 4?
Okay, so it's on the lower end of your top 5.
Yeah, from Civil War, Infinity,
Spider-Man: Homecoming,
Guardians,
yeah.
Spider-Man 3.
That's a Sony movie. You can't do that. Yeah. Spider-Man 3?
No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
all right.
Spider-Man 2, though.
Like that's the one you pick out?
No,
Like,
that was
all
a
right.
joke.
Yeah, sure.
Although I do, I have a soft spot for that movie in my heart. Man. I don't know. As a kid, I liked it. That's my episode 1.
Look,
That's my episode
I'm
1.
handing you Civil War. I'm handing you Civil War.
I don't know. I think you. Why are we being too nice to each other now?
I don't
We're
know.
usually at each
I don't
other's
know.
throats.
I know. I hate this.
Mathematically, I think we go with Ragnarok 1.
Ragnarok won Civil War.
If we talk our own personal list, that argument makes a lot of sense to me. And I don't know why you're not fighting for it.
I don't know. It's late.
You've given up.
I fought enough today.
You fought enough. That's fair.
Okay.
I'll give it to you then.
So then
I'm very happy having Civil War 2.
We are looking at Spider-Man Homecoming number 5, Avengers Infinity War number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Captain America Civil War 2, Thor Ragnarok number 1.
Yeah. I like that.
I like that. I'm good with that.
I like that. You got to have Infinity War on there. Like,
again,
for Thanos. Just for Thanos himself. He's one of the best character, if not the best character in the whole thing.
I agree. I think it's very good.
I think it's great.
Yeah. I think that is the outlier of you kind of like, it's like you just watch it by yourself and it's just like, oh man, this is a rough movie to just jump into. But that's not the criteria.
Infinity War?
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of all of them, it's not the one you can just sit down and rewatch over and over,
yeah.
but it is the one that
it doesn't end well.
has the most ceiling in terms of like, sure. It's The Empire Strikes Back, man. It is really that one that's like, dang.
Yep.
They did it.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. Chiseled. Got him. All right, that's all we got.
Nice short one.
Nice little to the point. If you made it this far,
41 minutes,
which is much more likely due to the duration, we appreciate you. Check us out, couchcompany.games. All of our top 5s are there. Some of them might surprise you. All of them probably will surprise you. We have interesting takes. Check us out there. The podcasts are there, as well as our game reviews if you're into that sort of thing. But we're going to be here, same time, same place next week. Thanks for joining us on the couch. Peace.